my brother uttered some things before he left. I started praying for him. I started praying for him. I was meditating on something that our brother said. He was highlighting the relationship between the threshing floor and the wine press. Whilst the threshing floor stretches out that which is not of God, which is not of value in the context of Christ, the raw material of all spiritual constructions, the wine press brings that out which is of God. The threshing floor removes, the wine press brings out. One thing is consistent: there is pressure. So after me, there is pressure. Nobody likes pressure. No, the flesh doesn't like pressure. We want it as easy as possible. Turn to your neighbor, tell your neighbor there is pressure. I was meditating on some of the prayers I mistakenly prayed many years ago. I made a very big mistake to pray that prayer. But that's why I'm here. One of them is that I may know you. That I may know you, Lord. I know some of you have mistakenly prayed the prayer. Like my brother uttered some things before he left. I started praying for him. I started praying for him.
At this point, I don't mind who God. If there's how you will match on me, 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 match on me. Bring out reality from my life. Bring out a livingness. Thresh me. You know, these are the prayers that our fathers prayed. Break me, mold me. But a generation came, they don't need breaking again. They just want God to build on the nonsense that they have gathered. You need to break that thing that you are building.
May he be sustained. Because once you give God permission, he is going to come. You will not remain. You will not remain. When you see a man suffer much under the pressure of the cross, just know that man prayed a lot of prayers that are correct. When you see a man at ease in Zion, just know that many of his prayers did not transcend the earth, did not transcend the natural. That is, if he's praying. But one of the major signs your prayers are correct is that there will be pressure on your life. The cross will come very close. Stay very close. I read a book many years ago, and it spoke about a man from Wales. He's a revivalist. Those days I have only one job: to find out all the revivalists and read everything about them. When I read about the man, the Welsh revival, how many of you have heard of the Welsh revival? There's a man called Evan Roberts. He's not an old man. He's a young man. He's in his late 20s and early 30s. He made one prayer that I mistakenly joined him and prayed. He came and said, bend me, bend me, bend me. Foolish me, I went and prayed. I said, bend me. Huh? The will of man is too strong that it needs to be bent. I don't know that God will bend me and bend me even physically, but all of them is involved in this. After me, bend me. How many of you want to pray that kind of prayer? You see, nobody raised their hands. People are afraid. But you like the product of the threshing floor and the wine press. There is something that can happen to a minister of the gospel. And his ministry, his words, his life will be as heavy as eternity. To the point that none of his words can be casual. None of his actions. It will be so heavy. Even when he says Jesus, it's not the same thing with all the Jesus we said. It just sits on your heart like a weight of eternity, and refuses to leave. I have a burden. I don't know about other generations, but I have a burden for